Hey y'all, this is Nash. I'm doing my 1 month update here with my dog Jackson, who's just about as sleepy as I am. Today is February 24th, 2014. I don't know, I was trying to think before I started this video, about what changes I've experienced in the last month, and they're pretty insignificant. Definitely talked about in my last video 2 weeks ago about my face feeling like it was widening a little bit or kind of bloating a little bit. That's still the case. I feel like I'm getting a little bit wider here in the bottom of my face. My voice is noticeable to me that it's cracking a little bit, and it's inconsistent. Sometimes I'll say a certain thing and it'll sound like a little bit different than what I'm used to, but it's not consistent, and I don't think even that noticeable to folks who either aren't around me a whole lot or know my voice really well, which is pretty much like me and my partner. Emotionally, I'd say that I have been feeling a little more irritable than usual, just kind of grumpy or less motivated to get stuff I don't want to do done. But it hasn't been hard to handle, and it's something that I am definitely noticing, but I'm keeping in check, kind of noticing that it's happening and dealing with it in a productive way and in a responsible, like emotionally responsible way. So it hasn't been something that is drastic or incredibly hard to deal with at all, but no doubt something I noticed and something that feels like it probably is hormonal. I've been feeling more tired than usual, not consistently, but I've been taking some naps lately, which is not something that I'm not a napper. Naps don't even usually help me out that much. I tend to get groggier when I wake up than when I went to sleep. But it's been something that's been like super necessary where I can't stay awake. It hasn't luckily been like at work or anything like that. I've been able to keep my energy up pretty well when I need to, but when it's like hanging out at the house, I've been feeling more tired than usual. There's been some changes that I was expecting to see in these first, maybe like in the third and fourth week, that I haven't seen, including hair growth, like any noticeable hair growth I haven't noticed. My skin doesn't feel any rougher than it did pre-T, and I know that that's something that sometimes folks are experiencing starting within the first month. I'm kind of anticipating this next month to be more kind of more drastic or noticeable changes than this month. I think people respond differently to the T, or respond differently to hormones. Their changes occur at different paces. So some folks I've noticed have an incredibly change heavy first month, and then things are a little more subtle in the second month, and then maybe they pick up again in the third month. I have a feeling that things will be more significant, particularly with my voice, as it's starting to sound a little bit different, like it's beginning to crack a little bit and change a little bit. That'll probably begin to drop in like probably month 3, maybe the end of this next month. So I'm excited for those things to happen. This is quite the waiting game, but I'm patient and I'm feeling good about everything. I did buy a really nice a safety razor, and so I'm looking forward to a day in the future when I can use that. It probably won't actually be necessary for like another year and a half, but I was just so excited that I had to get it. Just like a birthday gift for me, kind of a late birthday gift for me. So that bell is my dog asking for his butler, me to go let him out, so give me a second. All right, the dog has been let out. One thing that was kind of significant was that I went to the pharmacy that I pick up my prescription at, and they were out of the needle length and gauge that I've been using that was recommended by the nurse who taught me how to give my shot. But it's funny because the pharmacist had suggested a different length and a different gauge needle, and then the nurse was like, oh no, that's not what you want. So the one that they did have, which I've been using 1.5 inch length and 21 gauge, and the one that they did have at the pharmacy was a 1 inch in length, so a half an inch shorter, and a 23 gauge, so 2 gauges skinnier of a needle. And that was actually the one that I had been originally suggested to use by the pharmacist. So I did a bunch of research, and there isn't a consensus around what size needle to use. I put the shot in my thigh intramuscularly, and it has what length needle you use depends a lot on how much fat you have on your thigh. So it's kind of it's kind of hard to tell how much fat you have above your muscle. But I decided to just try it out because a lot of people do use this gauge and do use a 1 inch needle in their leg. So I decided to try it out just to see how it felt and see if it helped with the soreness I've been feeling. My leg has been sore for like 2 days after my shot, pretty significantly, almost to the point of limping. So I thought maybe this might help. And it did, significantly. It didn't hurt hardly at all, just barely noticeable kind of soreness the next day. But that felt really great. I'm a little concerned that it didn't get where it needed to go, like deep into my muscle, because it was so short. And so I'm gonna kind of talk to some other folks about what I should do going forward, because I would really like to use the shorter, skinnier needles if I can, because of how easy they are and how little it hurts. So next week, I don't know. Well, actually, I have my shot tomorrow, so I'm not sure which I'll use. I've got both, so maybe I'll just kind of decide in the moment. But that was actually really good news, because the pain after the shot for the next few days sucks, and it can create some tissue damage or muscle tissue damage. So that was all really good news, and I hope that I'll still be able to just keep using that small guy, because that was awesome. This is my voice 1 month on T. This is my face 1 month on T. And yeah, I wish I had more to update on, but there's just not a whole lot going on. Stay tuned though. Stay tuned. I know I am. All right. All the best. Signing out.